RJ Brim with FroLiberty, sitting here with your name, sir?
Boyanton.
And you are running for what, sir?
Republican nomination for the 4th District Congress.
Okay. You have kind of, I don't want to say big shoes, but a lot of people are very mad at Mr. Palazzo.
Me too.
Yeah. This room I don't think was as kind as you would want. It was a pretty tough room at some point.
You need tough. You gotta have tough people. You gotta ask the tough questions. You gotta be able to answer them. You know, I'm just getting into politics, so I might not be perfect on all of them right now, but I'll get better as time goes on.
Okay. And one of the things that Brian brought up was red flag laws.
Right.
I'm a concealed carry holder.
Me too.
And when I travel, I worry about reciprocity.
Right.
Okay. One of the things that has been before Congress probably for the past 7 years, up and down, is nationwide reciprocity. What are your thoughts on that?
I believe that we should have it. I mean, because I don't want to lose my protection because I cross the state line. To me, that's stupid. I mean, I'm licensed to carry it. I should be licensed everywhere to carry it.
One of the other things that kind of plagues Mississippi is we have a huge vet population. We seem to send a large portion to the armed services, but our vets seem to be very underserved here. Do you have a plan or a path to a better service to our veterans?
Actually, I have an idea, and again, it's an idea that I think, because we spend $200 billion a year on the VA.
Okay.
Myself personally, a lot of vets don't get taken care of. But with $200 billion a year, you could probably get pretty good health insurance for our veterans. And do it in a tier system to where the people that need it the most have the best, all the way down to the people that don't have any problems, get the least. But that way they can go out and source in their area the help they need. I still think, because we got I think 2,600 VA clinics and hospitals around here. If you have a state-of-the-art one we have here, you have one on the West Coast, you have one on the East Coast, for our most traumatically injured vets that need the most help. I think that would be good. You eliminate all the other ones and we do an insurance so that these guys can go to where they want to go in their neighborhood, not have to drive all the way to a VA deal. And I even around Mississippi, I talked to a few vets and say, we got a great VA here, but I don't want to drive all the way down there. I'm in Picayune. I'm in Hattiesburg. I don't want to go all the way down there. So, again, to be able to help yourself in your neighborhood, in your area, in your town, to me, would be a no-brainer.
Okay. One of the things that you kind of hit on in your speech was term limits.
Right.
A lot of these people here have heard that before.
Yeah.
And in the spirit of kind of not hearing the same as it ever was, I mean, are you looking at something beyond your representatives? Are you looking at Senate or lobby, or is this it for you? I mean,
well, like I said, I've been in business for 40 years. I've been retired 3 times already. I still own 2 or 3 businesses. This wasn't my idea to come into this to enrich myself. I actually want to run to push term limits. And yes, like he says, not every bill goes down. But if you don't work on it, it'll never go down. So I think I can work on enough people in Congress to get this to the floor. Matter of fact, even, if I can't get the term limits done, I will write the bill and file it myself.
Okay.
And I won't vote for a Speaker of the House that won't bring it up to the floor for a vote.
Okay. All right. Another thing you brought up was abortion. And the counter to that for a lot of people is adoption.
Right.
Needs to be less expensive or more affordable.
Right.
When I was in Okinawa, there was a dollar for dollar kind of match for adoption. Would you be willing to look at something like that as opposed to an out-and-out ban for abortion? Or
I would look at anything that stops the killing of the kids. We're in the 21st century. this is the dumbest thing on earth that we're even having a debate whether or not we want to kill a kid. You know, if it's born, you know, and they don't want it, we should have an easier pathway to adoption. We should help them if we need to, because we don't want the kid to be mistreated. If they're not wanted, they need to be somewhere they're wanted. You know.
Okay, one of the big hits that Palazzo gets is accessibility.
Shoot.
Okay, you don't. There's a saying that you don't win unless you play an away game, right?
Right.
So, would you be willing right now to look into our camera and say, "I'll debate Palazzo. I'll debate whoever wants to debate with me"?
Yes, we're already working on it. You know, if Palazzo shows up, I'll debate him. You know, again, you know, I think I have a good chance of winning this. I mean, I've gone to a lot of places in this district. I've met a lot of people, and I have never seen a politician that nobody likes. It's just weird. I mean, everybody, I mean, even people that know him will tell me the same thing and say, like, you know, I'm a good friend of his, but I won't vote for him. I'll vote for you. So it seems like it's his time.
Okay. All right. Well, I think Palazzo was a result of a lot of people wanting to get Gene Taylor,
Right.
you know, out of office. And you have to.
Now look what we got. We got
Yeah,
Palazzo.
yeah. You have to realize that as you step into this fray, there's a lot of people going to be looking at you very hard, and they're probably not going to give you, you know, more than 1 or 2 terms before they're after you to get. I mean, are you prepared for that? Are you prepared for that type of scrutiny for yourself and, you know, your family and all that?
Oh yeah, my wife loves it. My wife loves it.
Okay.
Yes, I am. I mean, again, you know, I have no problem. I mean, for 40 years, I've worked 7 days a week. You know, I've built businesses. That's what I do. I'm not afraid to go against the establishment. And to me, Palazzo's the establishment. And everybody that's been there for over 12 years is the establishment. To me, I'm not afraid of the leadership. You know, the leadership tells me, well, you know, if you don't go along, well, we're going to, you know, primary you out. Well, that's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm going to do what I want to do. And if they don't like it, it's okay. If I don't make it 4 years, I'm fine.
Okay.
You know, this isn't another job for me. This is something I actually want to give back. I want to work with people. And I want to try to change this.
Okay.
I'm not, you know, worried about if I don't make it 10, 12 years.
Okay. Is there something that you have done or crafted here in Mississippi that you think that you could take to D.C. and make it kind of nationwide, make us better as Americans?
That I've crafted?
That you've done business-wise, as a father, as a husband, something that you could bring to...
Oh, yeah. Well, as a father, I got 2 gorgeous daughters. They're all over the country now, you know. One's going to work for Bloomberg News in Washington, D.C. up there. The other one's graduated in NSU with a psychology degree. And she's going to get her master's, and she works with autistic kids and stuff. So I think I've done pretty good.
Okay.
Maybe not so much the girl that's going to the news.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I don't want it to run too long. I want you to look into the camera and tell your fellow Mississippians what you bring is the difference. How are you going to be different?
Well, I think just like we just discussed, you know, I'm not going there to make a career out of myself. I'm going there to help the Gulf South, the Gulf Mississippi South. I think I can help us, and I've met with a lot of leaders here that also gave me all kinds of ideas and stuff. And you know, I'm not opposed to somebody giving me an idea that is going to be great, that is my idea now. But you know, again, to me, Mississippi is so undersold.
Okay.
You know, people think that we're still Civil War era people. They think we're rednecks, which we're far and above that. So yeah, I think we need to sell Mississippi more. We shouldn't be 50th and everything. We shouldn't have 19.7% poverty.
Okay.
It's crazy. The national rate's 10.2%. We're 19.7. Why is that?
All right. Well, thank you for sitting down and speaking with me. And